this program are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
You are now watching the Alan and DJ Show.
Yo, yo, yo. Milwaukee, Sun Prairie, and all the surrounding areas. Y'all know what time this is. It's time for the Alan and DJ TV show program. And of course, I'm Alan.
And this is your boy, DJ.
DJ, what's going on, 7?
I'm doing good, man.
Man, me too, man. You know, before Bambi the deer, I used to mess with this one deer. You know what I'm saying? She was super cool, man. But, you know, she hurt me.
Okay.
And, you know, she was my first love, man. You know, she had the shiny pink nose, the shiny pink red nose. She was different from all the other deers, you know. And I was, you know, telling Bambi, you know, hey, like, I'm trying to move forward in life. You know, now that I'm talking to you, Bambi, you know, I'm doing things differently. But you know, sometimes, you know, you find yourself thinking about that person here and there. Mm-hmm. And, you know, you're like, man, you know what? It's some kind of way I got to get this person out of my system. I got to get them on my heartstrings. And then, you know, Bambi was like, you know what? It's probably soul ties. You got a soul tie to somebody. So tell me who it is. And she didn't let me sleep all night. She goes, I bet you're sleeping. You're dreaming about her. I was like, Bambi, leave me alone. Please don't do this to me right now, Bambi. Bambi, I can't do this right now. So I need y'all help out there today. Dirty, I need you. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this, Bambi. Because when you talk about, you know what, dude, that's it, bro.
That's it?
That's it. Because I need the world to help me as well. So let's talk about practical steps to break soul ties.
Okay.
And we're going to learn this together, y'all. So without further ado, we finna push it to you the way that the Alan and DJ show is accustomed to pushing it to you. So let's talk about bullet point number 1, DJ. Acknowledging and identifying.
Oh, this is very important, dude. And a lot of people don't understand and grasp this. Like, what this basically does, this bullet point does, is it helps you recognize the problem before the problem becomes hard to solve. And it also shows that you're not over your past.
No, absolutely not. You know, like, that's why I tell people, you know, like, in order to move forward, you have to look forward, and you can't look backwards trying to go forward. Because you do that, you're going to trip forward looking backwards.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't keep looking backwards. So recognize the soul tie exists and identify that that specific person in that situation that created the unhealthy connection in the first place.
Absolutely.
And once you do that, you know, you can start maybe getting yourself out of the woods a little bit.
The crazy thing about soul ties too is, like, a lot of people, or like people trying to break the soul ties, is like people have a hard time recognizing that they have a soul tie.
Yeah.
Or if they have a soul, or if they can recognize that they have a soul tie, they don't want to break the soul tie.
They don't want to break the soul tie. No. That's why sometimes, you know, you have to challenge yourself, man. Yeah. Even when, you know, of course, when breakups happen, or, you know, that relationship, like, because it could be a relationship soul tie. Like, it could be your best friend, dirty, like, whatever. The case of being, ain't got to always be just two companions.
Absolutely.
But, you know, you have to recognize what it is, and you have to say, dang, you know what? I got to start getting myself over this hump. I got to start learning how to get this person on my heartstrings, which bring me into the next bullet point. So this is what you have to do. As you acknowledge and you identify, you have to forgive.
Absolutely.
Alan, what do you mean by forgive? Man, he did me wrong, or she did me, man, forgive her nothing. Bro, she was in the bed with my friend, bro. You think I'm supposed to forgive her? Hey, calm down, dirty.
Yeah.
This is the only way you're going to get over the soul tie, or else you're going to forever keep staying mad.
Absolutely. But what forgiveness does is it basically, like, helps you let go of the past so you can be able to move forward.
Yeah, because it helps you to forgive yourself. Mm-hmm. You have to learn how to forgive yourself first. You got to say, dang, you know what? It was my fault as well, too, because I should have known better. I should never put myself in certain current situations. And that's not sometimes, you know, it might not always be the case, but sometimes if you know that relationship is going to be toxic from the beginning, you got to you got to take some accountability for that.
Absolutely.
And, you know, you have to forgive the other person too. That's why Jesus did it for us. Hey, I forgive them for what they know, not what they do. Because you're not aware that, you know what I'm saying, you hurting my feelings.
Absolutely.
And, you know, you shaming me, but you don't know what you do. And it also helps release negative emotions, anger, and resentment, which can keep you tied to that relationship if you don't let it go. Because every time you try to move forward, you'll try to look for that person and the next person, and you realize it'd be an occurring cycle of why you ain't with nobody.
Absolutely. And you know what's crazy, Al, is that like people want other people to forgive them for like what they have done to them, but that person might not be a person of God, and you're the person of God. So that's why you need to actually be able to forgive not only yourself, but to forgive them.
Yeah, and that's an incredible point, DJ, because everybody not gonna think like you.
Nope.
You know, everybody not gonna perceive information the way that you perceive it. That's what makes us all different. That's what makes us all have different shaped heads or noses or eyes or whatever case may be, mannerisms, because, you know, we're all different. But you have to be the bigger person. So that's like you having let's say now, you know, you and your ex talking and y'all face to face. And, you know, you got to say, hey, you know what? I'm finna move forward with my life. I really do wish you the best. You deserve the best. And so do I. And I'm never going to speak bad on your name. I never had no ill towards you. I'm not going to say anything negative about you. So when people bring up her name, you can say, man, you know, it was good while it lasted, but it just didn't work. We was two people that were just growing in different directions. But I actually forgive you. Even if you cheated on me, I forgive you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I hate to be next to you when you reap what you sow. So said you sow it, so shall you reap it. And I don't want to be near that because God said vengeance is his. So I don't go and try to, like sweetheart, what's the best you could do? Slice his tires, but dog, you bust some windows out acting like a woman. But them are temporarily, you know what I'm saying, like scars. Like that, you can buy a new window, you can get new tires, but when God hit you where it hurt, that person might have a hard time recovering and bouncing back. So not that you wish bad on them neither, because you have to go into that with, you got to let God deal with them. God deal with them the way that he deal with them. So I don't, now on my end, I have to be mature to say, I don't wish you no harm. You deserve the best. It's just me and you just to never be.
Absolutely.
And then bullet point 3, setting boundaries, man. Like, a lot of people don't set boundaries when it comes to breaking soul ties.
They really don't do.
So DJ, eat him away at this one, Dirty. No. Get him, DJ. Get
it. What setting boundaries does is like it basically helps you have the discipline to break the soul ties so that you don't hold on to the past. But this should also be non-negotiable.
Yeah, because you know, like when you're setting clear boundaries, I'm gonna help you have the mental to say, okay, let me protect clear boundaries from protecting myself from you. And that's emotionally, spiritually protecting like my well-being, also including limited contacts with that person. Like, why do I want to keep talking to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, we already established it's not going to work. So why do I want to keep talking to you? It might, and sometimes we have to take it to another step. We might have to avoid blocking them on social media. And you can also avoid that by, when you start doing stuff like that, then like what you're doing is helping yourself avoid certain triggers that keep them related in your heartstring that you can't get rid of them. So sometimes you have to just remove yourself from this situation altogether. Like, look, in order for me to move on, I don't need to know what's going on in your life or your social media, because at this point now, you're no longer my concern, Dirty.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to let you be the next man concern. It was good while we lasted. When I'm with you, I'm with you. When I'm with you, I do everything I can to even make it work. But when I move forward, I have no regrets.
Basically, like an example of like how to set a boundary when it comes to like breaking a soul tie is basically like stop. Like if you was calling that person nonstop, just stop calling that person nonstop.
But DJ, it's hard.
I get it. I understand. But like when it comes down to breaking that soul tie, like when you stop the calling, basically what it does is it creates a distance between you and that person. So now y'all don't have the communication y'all need to like keep going back and forth.
No, facts, you know, and that's what I mean by that, you know. And if you see that it's going to go to like the next level, then you need to take extra steps then by blocking them.
Absolutely.
And that'll help avoid all those old triggers that'll come back. And you'll start finding yourself easily getting over that person. So if you saw them again, it's no feelings there. You're like, oh, hey, well, I hope all is well. You know, keep it straight and keep it moving.
Absolutely.
So which brings me to the fourth bullet point, create the distance now.
Ooh.
Now, remember, you acknowledged and you identified it. You forgave at this point. Now you're setting your boundaries. Now we have to create distance. So you see how I got this all beaten into a systematic order? So why is it important, DJ, to create distance when it comes to breaking soul ties?
Basically, it helps you physically and mentally break soul ties, but it also helps you quickly move on with your life. And the crazy thing is, like, this bullet point right here, it's hard for you to overcome this bullet point because, I mean, not basically, like, it's hard to do it, like, if you work with this person or like if y'all have a company together, obviously this bullet point would be hard for you guys to like accomplish. But in other situations, this should be pretty much like imminent.
I agree. And I feel like it can be done though. But when you work with each other, I agree with you, DJ. That's man, it's a little hard. That's why I always preach this. I do not mess with chicks I work with. Because, dude, if it don't work, Dirty, you going to go through it.
Yeah.
You going to have everybody in your business, or now she might be spreading lies on you, or he's spreading lies on you. You walking past people snickering. You're like, dude, I ain't got time for the goofy games. Mm-hmm. And then when you treating her good, or she treating him good, there come the jealousy. So now you won't have other people trying to slide in and see what that's about. And that comes from putting people in your business too much. So now when it comes to intertwining with now trying to break a soul tie, you have to go no contact with this person. After you let them go, it should be no more contact. You know what I'm saying? Unless you left something that was valuable at her apartment or his apartment. Other than that, from both physical and the social media world, no contact. When you do that, you easily can get them out your heartstrings. Sometimes take your stuff shopping. Start doing some of the things that you enjoy in life to help you get away from that type of individual. And you'll be just fine. Like,
Absolutely.
Like you'll most definitely start to see your stuff come out of it. And you start learning how to get over everything.
That's good. No, but basically like how you create distance, like an example of that would be like work more hours at work, man. Or work out. Or stop showing up at her favorite spots or his favorite spots.
Yeah.
Like, people got that bad, dude.
Man, hey, look, like he's sitting there with shades on like this. Watching her like, you creep. Going like, walking past her and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Or, come on, Dirty.
Or would she turn around, like, basically, like, you turn around or you hide behind the chair?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden she finds somebody watching and she look, you go like, like, this is so corny, bro. Like, Dirty, stop that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just create distance, bro. Like, that's the best thing I could tell you. You know, you have to go no contact. And if it's meant to be, it'll come back, but you shouldn't even want it to come back. Now, I will say this. If y'all broke up on mutual terms, and, y'all may say, hey, you know what, let's just see what we at. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe we'll revisit this in the future. And it was mutual, okay, I can understand. But still until the end, no contact. Mm-hmm. You got to be able to move past it and get them out your heartstrings. Now, this is where you got to start leveling up at. Bullet point 5, self-care. Level up. The best revenge to break a soul tie is level up. And because why? You start becoming more happy about yourself.
Absolutely. What self-care does is it basically gives you the mental and physical confidence to move on by making you a priority and taking care of yourself.
Tell them, DJ. That's what I say, bro. Engage in activities, man. Engage in stuff that's gonna, like you said, DJ, like go shopping.
Yeah.
Go into a gym. Do some such thing as like yoga, meditation, and other forms of just like energy work in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to like, you know what I'm saying, like you might like bowling. So, you know, like join a bowling league. Join something, or like me, I love the fragrance community. So get into something that's gonna like help you. It's gonna help you like achieve, like, man, you know, like this is fun. Like I needed this. I've been missing this in my life. Then now you start to meet new people. You start to, you know what I'm saying, see things in a different light. And you slowly start getting her out your heartstrings, or you getting him out your heartstrings. Like,
Absolutely.
before you know it, somebody mentioned that person's name, you're like, who? Oh, yeah, man. Dog, like, man, I ain't talked to her in years, dirty. Like, that was 10, 15 plus years ago. I forgot about her at this point. Or, girl, like, I ain't thinking about him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, you moved on. You got your own family.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you. And it all stems from, like, learning how to do self-care.
Like, basically, like, when you practice self-care, like, like the way, an example of like how you do that physically is basically by working out. And when you work out, you're looking better on the outside. So you could build your confidence up to be more attractive and more approachable. But when you do mental self-care, you're basically just meditating so you could build the mentality mentally to get over what you need to get over.
And if you feel good on the inside, it's going to start showing on the outside anyway.
Absolutely.
Because everything starts with the end. It's like with getting on a diet. It's a thought. It's a process. Or it's like you want to manifest the dream life. It's a desire. It starts with an idea and a thought that's desire that materializes into your wants. And then, you know, you go take the radical action, and then boom, here comes what you've been desiring and what you wanted. So self-care is everything, man. And, you know, last but not least, you know what I'm saying, building healthy connections, man.
Okay.
Which is bullet point 6, you know. How can you build healthy connections, DJ, when you're trying to break soul ties, though? I think this is a good one.
This is a good one. Like, when you build healthy connections, what it does is, like, it helps you focus on the future by helping you connect with like-minded people. And it helps you build new experiences with those like-minded people.
And new experiences is everything, man.
Absolutely.
You know, like when you're engaging in like activities, and you know, you're slowly getting yourself out of that mindset of like, you know, doing like the typical norm. Building, to me, healthy connection is like seeking like support from like godly counselors, pastors, family members that could provide accountability and hold you accountable for the things that you did wrong. And also just stepping out, going to like new places, meeting new people, you know, building different relationships, building relationships that could resonate with you and the type of alignment that you want. And when you do that, man, here it goes. Like, you slowly breaking that soul tie from that last person.
Absolutely. And an example of this is basically try to connect with people that are like more successful than you, because it'll develop your mentality to want to be successful. And then when you become successful, then you're going to be like, oh, I should have did this a long time ago.
No, facts. And what I say, when you hang around people that look like your future and you manifest this energy, it's going to slowly start becoming your future.
Yep.
Because now certain current events are going to happen, because the subconscious mind don't know the difference between what's real and what's not real, or what's reality and what's like not reality. So, you know, you have to materialize this into your mind before it starts to play out in the physical. Like I kept saying, we was going to get nominated. We got nominated. When I kept saying we was going to have over 10,000 plus followers, probably more, it happened because it starts with a desire, a mindset. And the last bullet point I just want to talk about, man, that a lot of people have a hard time doing, accepting when you're wrong. Just confess and repent.
Absolutely. Like, basically what this does is like, it frees you from sin that you committed, but it also gives you clarity by identifying that you either have a problem or you are the problem and you need help to solve that problem.
Yeah. So when you confessing and repenting, like, it's also helping you confess your sins and agreements that you had that you dealt with when you was dealing with unhealthy soul ties. You know what I'm saying? So it helps you be like, man, you know what? I was wrong. God, get me out of this situation. You know, I wasn't moving in a way that was of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom used to always say, man can hook themselves up. Everything don't always come from God. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes from God, it's not going to hurt. Of course, human beings are going to be human beings. Like, we're all not perfect. But they're going to love you maturely and understandably, and they're going to be there for you, like, no matter what. And when you're dealing with something that's unhealthy, it's in the way of the world. And so they follow the world way. So that's why so many people have so many different types of body counts that, and I'm going to hit you with this one before I let DJ finish it off. You ever notice when you were dealing with that boy or you were dealing with that girl and your grandma or your mama be like, you was doing good, you was in school and everything, you was doing real good till you start messing with that boy and you start running them streets, or, man, you was focused, bro. You was in the gym, you had everything going, bro. You was getting your money up. Now, dog, you going through it since you been messing with that girl. She taking you down. Them are soul ties.
Absolutely.
So when y'all sleep with each other, it's a certain energy that you guys exchanging, that her energy could be toxic, and now toxic things are starting to happen in your life. So be careful who you just give your body to.
Absolutely. And also when you confess and repent, you're basically like relieving yourself of like that particular pain, and you're giving yourself a peace of mind, knowing that you're free from all this drama that you caused or that other person caused in your life.
Because I always say, you can't put a price on a peace of mind.
Absolutely.
You just can't. And I remember to have the peace of mind than to keep debating and arguing with somebody all day. But let's finish it on out, DJ, with the Allen and DJ's final thought. DJ, what's your final thought, man, when it comes to breaking soul ties?
Basically, like, you have to identify like what it is, and even if you do identify what it is, you got to be able to like set the boundary to break that tie, and you got to have the discipline to break that tie, because if you don't, it's going to forever be in your life.
I agree. You know, you have to get to the root of the problem, identify what the problem is. You know what I'm saying, get in tune with it, you know what I'm saying, and then, like, most importantly, like, forgiving yourself and forgiving them. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but you have to do that, because that's how you're going to truly know how to get over this thing and make your intentions clear in the next friendship or relationship that you get into. And, you know, just build healthy connections. And when you do that, you just became the very best version of yourself. Now, this is the Allen and DJ Show. You can find the Allen and DJ Show at gmail.com. If you have any questions about what you want us to talk about next, you can find us at the Allen and DJ Show on YouTube and on our fan page on Facebook. You can also find the Allen Hutchinson Facebook page and my Instagram page. Check me out. Holla at me. And then you can hit William J. Smith up on Instagram and Facebook. And until next time, man, break that soul tie. Get away and live the life that you most definitely deserve to live, and kick that person down the road. And stay well, stay healthy.
Peace.